Closed caption provided by Rough Ridge. Turn up your game.
Sequence start.
Get ready for some heart-pounding action from Whitetail Outfitters of Ohio on Interlocks Out There, and it all begins in T-11.
Are you really going to go hunt? We got a 55-inch high-def TV, and we got NFL Sunday Ticket. Oh, I'm not. This isn't for DirecTV? Oh, I'm sorry.
A human's desire to hunt can be very exciting.
Man, what an awesome buck.
The time spent outdoors chasing your prey can be a challenge. One man's hobby has now become a way of life. Now it's time to let Corey take you out there.
I don't even know what he'll score. He's so big. That is a monster buck. Interlocks Out There, baby.
Interlocks Out There is supported by Lancaster Archery Supply, leading the world in 3D and target archery. The Blind Turtle, hardshell hunting blinds for all hunters. AMS Bow Fishing. What are you shooting? Luminarc, the brightest lighted arrow nock on the market. The National Muzzleloading Rifle Association. CampbellsCameras.com. And by Interlock Broadheads. When the weather gets cold, the deer generally herd up, making for some good deer hunting action. One place Corey is no stranger to is Whitetail Outfitters of Ohio. Filming all fall long at such a great place made for some exciting TV episodes. Although Corey missed twice, the Interlock All-Stars were busy shafting some big Ohio bucks and planting interlocks where it counts.
Thanks to Tom McCombs, Whitetail Outfitters of Ohio.
With the cold temps dropping into the single digits, the deer hunting at Ty McCombs is by far the best in the country.
One of his hunters went out today and shot a beautiful 145 and 7/8 9 point with his muzzleloader. Late season, man.
Will Corey once again miss on some good opportunities, or will he finally fill his Ohio tag? One thing is for sure, the Bucks are back, and so is Corey. Round 3 at Whitetail Outfitters of Ohio starts now.
You know, we had a lot of fun filming 3 television shows from Whitetail Outfitters of Ohio. Ty McCombs, a.k.a. the Deer Genius, the name says it all. If he tells you to do something, you don't argue. You don't even ask him why. You just go do it because he's got a pretty good reason for putting you at that spot. And it's normally a Pope and Young or Boone and Crockett.
When it comes to late season, the food source is a key to holding big deer. Just as important as the standing corn, the standing soybeans, but them turnips, rough ridge turnip patches are a key too. Because what ends up happening is throughout the year, when it's late, cold, snowy, them deer got to go to them grains. But when you get that warm up, and it starts warming up for a few days, they turn right off them grains and get on these rough ridge turnip patches. So what that allows us to do to be able to hunt whatever weather conditions we have late season on them food plots.
When the temperatures drop, the white-tailed deer usually go into a feeding frenzy. And with over 7,000 acres to choose from, Ty has no problem finding some hungry deer.
It's mid-December, late season archery hunt. We're hunting Hank the Tank, big buck we've been watching.
Tammy McCombs, Ty's wife, she found some success with her Excalibur crossbow. Ty's been watching this buck they nicknamed Hank the Tank for many years right behind his house on an old farmstead. Ty and Tammy decided to crawl in an old barn and try to make things happen. Right at deer 30, Hank the Tank decided to come into some rack snack. Only one problem, an interlocked 125 grain carbon tuner ruined that deer's day.
What did you got? Huh?
Thanks to Ty McCombs, Whitetail Outfitters of Ohio. Wow.
Now this is Tammy's first deer ever. And talk about spoiling her. Way to go, Ty.
Interlock Broadheads, the all-new carbon tuner, rock-hard tempered, surgically sharp blade. Interlock's patented blade center locking system ensures 100% blade retainment, no matter the impact. Interlock takes carbon arrow tuning to a whole new level. By turning the bat alignment stud, you can easily tune your broadhead to your fletches, shoot tighter groups, field point accuracy. Nothing else even comes close. Interlock, defining a new category of tunable broadheads.
For over 28 years, Lancaster Archery Supply has been guided by our values of integrity, caring, and excellence. Visit our showroom featuring hundreds of bows from Matthews, Hoyt, Bowtech, PSE, Martin, and others. Call on one of our archery experts for expert advice on all your archery needs. Shop online at www.lancasterarchery.com. Lancaster Archery Supply, America's largest archery-only supplier.
The world in 3D and target archery.
At AMS Bow Fishing, we know it's not the size of the fish that counts. It's about fast-paced, wind-in-your-face, eyes peeled, sweat dripping, arrow slinging on the water. It's about not having to whisper.
Nice fish!
And finding new ways to get your adrenaline pumping. It's about being out all night shining for a monster with fins. Most of all, it's the excitement of reeling them in. At AMS, we get it, because we're bow fishing 24/7, 365. So for high-performance bow fishing equipment, visit www.amsbowfishing.com.
Corey was at the ATA show and gave me a call, and he's like, "Hey, I'm in the area. Can I swing by and give a crack at a whitetail with a muzzleloader?" And I was like, "You know what? It's got to be better than this bow shooting. There ain't nobody can shoot that bad. Muzzleloader, 200 plus yards. We can get this guy a deer." So first morning he was in, I happened to be out on the road doing some glassing and spotted this big deer bedded in one of my wood lots. So we hooked Corey up on this deer, and well, you know what happened.
We roll into Ty's, and we're not there a couple of minutes. And he calls me on the phone. He goes, "You in town yet?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Get your butt over to this farm. I got one picked out for you, bedded down on a side hill. We'll set up on him." So I headed over to Kurt's house and got his father's inline muzzleloader, took a couple of shots, saw that it was sighted in good, reloaded it, and headed over to the farm where a 140-inch deer was waiting for me to ballistically interlock him. Well, we get back over to this farm and we set up in an abandoned barn again. Like I said, Ty, you just don't ever question Ty. And I'm looking through the scope at this deer at like 400 yards, and I can see points all over and just a really nice rack, and he's just bedded down, and we're just waiting for him to make a move. If he goes left, we're gonna go left. If he goes right, we're gonna go right. Well, after a while, the smaller buck of the two gets up, comes out into the field, starts messing around, and the big boy gets up and started heading up to the food plot. We jumped in the truck, came around the backside, got the wind right, set up, and I got a shot at this big whitetail. With J-Rome and I just crest the top of this hill, we ain't even completely set up yet. And he says, "The small buck's right there," and I look over along this fence that breaks up the food plot to the highway. And the small buck jumps the fence, and out pops this good deer. I lean up against the tree at about 125, 130 yards.
I just missed one, but he's still there.
And I go right over his back. And I can't believe this. This is the third buck, the third big buck I missed at Whitetail Outfitters of Ohio in one season. Can it be true? Can it be happening? It's gotta be the air. That's all I can say. It's gotta be the air.
Well, we're here with our good buddy Kurt Fell, who's going to try the impossible right here on Interlocks Out There.
He's gonna try to eat 10 saltine crackers in 1 minute without the aid of any water. You just tell me when you're ready, Kurt. As soon as it hits your mouth, I'll hit it. Your time's up, dude. You can do it.
The next day we wake up and it's a fresh covering of snow. Temperatures plummeted into the single digits. And Ty said, boys, today's gonna be the day. So he puts us out over a rough ridge food plot of big buck binge and a blind turtle. And he takes out a couple more clients that were there muzzleloader hunting in camp. And it was a really good night.
I'll tell you what, this is one of the best places in the United States to hunt whitetail bucks, to hunt big bucks. So, tonight we're in an elevated blind turtle overlooking a big buck binge food plot by Rough Ridge. And as you can see, there is so much sign in this food plot. I mean, it just snowed and there's already 2 million deer tracks. So, we're going to sit tight and see if we can put this 50 cal to the test. Maybe we can put one of these big Ohio bucks on the ground. It's been a rough season here for me, but we'll see what happens.
We thought, you know what? He can't shoot one with a bow. He can't make a 200 shot with a muzzleloader, 200-yard shot with a muzzleloader. This food plot's 80 yards. He can't miss with a muzzleloader at 80 yards. So we put him on this food plot. Sure enough, Knobby Knee shows up with about 60 other deer. Well, you know what happened.
We're sitting in this blind turtle and I'm looking out and there's deer everywhere. There's young bucks. There's bucks with nice racks but are young deer. There's doe. It's unbelievable. They're everywhere. There's like 60 deer just pounding this big buck binge food plot. And all of a sudden, out pops Knobby Knees, the buck that we're after. Now there's no way, I've got my muzzleloader now. It's sighted in. There's no way I can miss this deer. And he starts walking across the food plot. And J-Room says, he's gonna be out of the frame soon, you better shoot.
This ain't exactly what I wanted. We're losing light fast. We're in this blind. I finally had a shot at Knobby Knees. There was over 60 deer in front of us. He's about 80 yards.
I thought I smoked him. And we watched the footage over and over and over. And right underneath the deer is a big pile of nothing. I missed. I missed again. The 4th buck, Whitetail Outfitters of Ohio. I don't think it's a catch and release program. I don't know what to call it. But I was stunned. I have no excuse. I practiced all year with my bow. I practiced all year with a muzzleloader, and I missed. No excuse. We come out of the stand, we went down, we found the hole. No blood, no nothing. In fact, Ty got pictures of him that night in the same food plot, and this year he found his sheds. So he's back, he's bigger than ever, but I couldn't film my tag in the state of Ohio last year.
Well, it's the 10th of January here in Whitetail Outfitters of Ohio with Ty McCombs. 3 shots tonight, 2 bucks down. Unfortunately, I had to be the oddball, but as you can see, unbelievable. We were here in early season, everybody shot big bucks. I missed. We came here in the middle of the season, everybody shot big bucks. I missed. We're back in late season. I seen over 60 deer tonight, and I missed. But his clients put down 2 unbelievable bucks, 150, and we haven't taped this one yet, but he's a solid 3.5-year-old. Unbelievable, Ty. This is awesome.
Well, thank you.
Interlock's new Falcon. Fast, fierce and fatal. Cut on contact, maximized cutting diameter and slice angle, bigger holes, surgically sharp. Interlock's new blade locking system, like no other. Only broadheads made with Interlock's revolutionary locking stud, allowing you to precisely match blade to fletch alignment. Greater accuracy, tighter groups. Wind planing a thing of the past. Carbon Arrow tunable broadheads. Interlock, different by design.
Are you ready to take your outdoor video to a new level? CampbellCameras.com, Sony and Canon have teamed up to elevate you into the incredible world of high definition with a wide selection of new camouflage video cameras and accessories. If you're disappointed in the video camera you have now, let CampbellCameras.com upgrade your equipment and have you filming like the pros. Call or go online now to order your free catalog and start enjoying the sport of filming hunts.
Do you need a blind that will keep you warm on a cold winter day? Do you need a blind that won't blow away on a windy fall afternoon? Do you need a blind that will never wear out? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then you need a Blind Turtle hard-shell hunting blind. This solid one-piece unit is perfect for deer hunters, turkey hunters, archery hunters, and gun hunters. Put it this way, if you hunt, the Blind Turtle is perfect for you. Interlocks Out There presents Breaking Ground, powered by Groundbuster, making it greener on your side of the fence.
Last week we highlighted the 4-foot tilling machine from Groundbuster that can be pulled with your ATV. This week we want to showcase the 6-foot Groundbuster tilling machine that can be pulled with a tractor or your truck. The 6-foot unit has 2 sets of 10 steel discs with an easy-to-turn crank handle to adjust both front and rear discs. The 6-foot unit can hook up to your PTO or to a 2-inch ball. No matter the ground, the 6-foot tilling machine is up for the task. The commercial-grade 1/4-inch thick steel tubing and angle iron make the Groundbuster a workhorse. The 6-foot unit, when ordered with all accessories, will be provided with cultipacker, grading mat, and roll bar. For more information on the 6-foot tilling machine and other equipment from Groundbuster, go to www.groundbusters.com.
Tune in next week for another edition of Breaking Ground and learn more about building a successful food plot utilizing the Groundbuster line of products.
Well, it's January 12th, and tonight we're sitting in this blind turtle overlooking a food plot that ties